It's all about love, marriage, and parenting. This is Happy Family Series with Pastor Vicky Edeke. Hello people, welcome to another amazing and exciting episode of Happy Family Series. My name is Pastor Vicky Edeke and I'm your host. And today's topic is actually very interesting, and I'll be looking at common marriage myths. When you talk about myths, that's like stories that are accepted as history, just general sayings that are accepted as history. So I'm going to be talking about common marriage myths, and I'll be looking at two today. And the first myth is, once you are married, infidelity stops. Once you are married, infidelity stops. And I'm here to tell you, or I'm here to bust your bubbles actually, to tell you that it's not true. You know, when a man is cheating, you know, he's promiscuous, cheating, sleeping around, having multiple girlfriends, having baby mamas and all of that. So they can tell him, oh, get married so that you stay in one place. Get married so that you won't cheat. Get married so that, you know, just your wife will be okay for you. And I'm here to tell you that, that is a lie. Marriage will not automatically make you disciplined. It's not true at all. Marriage will not automatically make you disciplined. What makes you disciplined is actually the decisions that you make and the boundaries that you put in place to help you. Somebody who had multiple girlfriends, had baby mamas and all of that, and you think that once the person gets married, the cheating spree will stop. No. Once such a person gets married, even if he tries within his past to just stay faithful, it's a habit. It's a habit that needs to be curbed. It's a habit that needs to be worked on. So marriage will not automatically make you faithful. Marriage will not automatically make you faithful. All right. Some people can quote 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verses 8 and 9 that yes, marriage will make you faithful, but I'm going to explain that scripture. I'll read from NLT. It says, now I say to those who aren't married and to widows, it's better to stay unmarried, just as I am. This was Paul speaking. And verse 9, he said, but if they can't control themselves, they should go ahead and marry. It's better to marry than to burn with lust. So he's saying that, you know, those sexual desires, if you're burning, if you can't control them, it's better you get married than for you to burn with lust. All right. So actually the desire, sexual desire, God placed it in everybody, man and woman, and he created marriage as a platform, you know, for you to satisfy those desires. So you are supposed to satisfy those desires within the confines of marriage. That's how God made it. But if you're married and you are having the desire, the urge and all of that, what Paul is trying to say is that instead of you to burn, get married. All right. So because marriage, you'll be able to satisfy those desires within the confines of marriage. He's not saying that if you are already sleeping around and all of that, marriage will help. Yes, for somebody who is sleeping around and all of that, while working on the person's habit and trying to teach him self-control and discipline, it's always advisable that the person should get married so that he won't be looking out, because it's often assumed that it's because you don't have a wife, that's why you are doing all of that. But marriage on its own will not automatically make you faithful. You have to develop self-control. You have to work on your self-control. Are you listening? Both male, both female. You have to work on self-control, because if you don't work on that virtue called self-control, if you don't develop it, in marriage it will be worse. Haven't you heard that married men are more attractive than single men. Haven't you heard? Yes. A married man is a product of his wife's hard work. His wife has fed him, taken care of him, and has taught him how to take care of a woman. Because when you get married, you've not been married before, so your wife will teach you how she wants you to treat her. So you learn how to take care of a woman. So to single ladies, they become attracted to married men because they feel, he knows how to treat a woman right. Before he got married, he couldn't treat a woman right. It was after marriage that he was able to develop that. So married men become more attractive to single ladies, and the temptation is more. I'm trying to tell you that if you think that marriage will make you to be faithful automatically, it's not true. The temptation even becomes worse. It becomes more as a married man. So before marriage, you need to develop what I call self-control. You need to develop it, because if you don't pass that test of self-control, when you get married, you will write that exam again, and you must pass it or you fail it. All right? So the temptation is higher when married. Self-control. Marriage on its own will not, I repeat, I'll keep repeating it, will not make you faithful. So you need to ask, how do I become faithful? As a single lady, if a man is telling you, please, if you love me, I want you to prove it. Or let me not, I'm always tilting towards the ladies. Let me not stand, like, I'm going to be neutral. So it's both male and female. If your partner, your fiance or your fiancé is telling you, prove that you love me by sleeping with me before marriage, prove that you love me by sleeping, I want to tell you that if they can cheat with you, they will definitely cheat on you. It's not about you. It's about the person's values. It's about the person's self-control. So it's not like, oh, he loves me so much or she loves me so much, that's why he or she is asking me to sleep with him or her, before marriage. It's not about that. It's about the person's values. If both of you are Christians, it's about the person's honor for God. The person cannot love you more than God. All right? The person cannot love you more than God, because it is your honor for God that will keep you and restrain you from committing sin. Your fear for God. Some ladies will say, oh, I want to marry a God-fearing man. But if you ask them, what does it mean to be God-fearing? The truth is, they don't even know. They don't have a clue. They don't have the slightest idea of what it means to be God-fearing. All right? So if he's saying, let's cheat together, definitely he will cheat on you later on, because you are fanning the flames of lust. You're fanning the flames of sin. So it's not even about you. It's about if the person fears God or honors God enough to keep the commandments of God. It's not about you. So if the person cheats with you, it means that the person does not have honor for God and can sin anyhow. Which means that when you get married, he can cheat on you, because you are telling him that it's okay to sin. It's okay to sin against God. Check. The statistics are there. You can look around you. Maybe your favorite celebrity that was, cheating before getting married, had multiple baby mamas, and was known for infidelity. Check it. Few years down the line, they cheated on their spouse. And society will be hard on the lady and say, well, didn't you know that he had multiple baby mamas? Didn't you see the signs? Why did you choke your head? And all of that. Marriage will not automatically make you faithful. All right. The second myth is that marriage will make you happy. And I'm here to bust your bubbles again. Marriage will definitely not make you happy. Now listen. If you were unhappy before marriage, if you were an unhappy person before marriage, you will remain unhappy after marriage. I tell you. A lot of ladies are victims of this. They say things like, I want to get married, I'm sad, I'm depressed. Once I get married, I'll be happy. Oh no. People think that marriage is the goal. Marriage is the goal. Once I get married, I'll be fulfilled. No. Your happiness, you need to find that true happiness or joy. Joy is internal. It is there whether you have what you want or not. And there are always challenges, in case you don't know. Marriage brings its own challenges. Yes, there are times in marriage that you're like, oh, I love this my husband, I love this my wife, you're the best thing that happened to me after sliced bread. Then the next minute the person is getting on your nerves and like, why did I get married to you? So if you want to put your happiness on another individual, I'm telling you, you are setting yourself up for a life filled with unhappiness. Yes. Even if your husband or your wife is the best person, the kindest person, there are days that the person might not be up to it, might not give you 100%. What are you going to do? You're going to slip into depression? Is that what you're saying? So marriage will not make you automatically happy. You need to find your essence. You need to find your reason for living. You need to find true joy that comes from within and from having a relationship with God. You need to find it. You can't place the key to your happiness in the hands of another person. All right, so you need to understand that marriage is a destiny assignment. It's ministry. It's also work. So you can't say, oh, it's the goal, it's the trophy. Once I get married, I'll be happy. No more sadness, no more depression. No. And if you are an unhappy person, you are going to come into marriage with bad energy. So as a single person, find out, why am I living? What is the essence of my being? When you begin to pursue it, you begin to experience that internal fulfillment and satisfaction that no other person can give to you. And that's why I tell people, singles, don't put your life on a pause waiting for marriage. Marriage will not automatically make you happy. It comes with its challenges, like I mentioned earlier. Imagine you feel, oh, once I get married to this person, I'll be the happiest person. Then you get married to the person, and few months or few years down the line, you are looking for the fruit of the womb. No child, no pregnancy is forthcoming. You become unhappy. If that one is settled, when you give birth to children, you have 1 year or 2 years of sleepless nights as a woman back to back. You become unhappy. After that, you are thinking about money for school fees, for rent, you become unhappy. So the cycle becomes unending. You need to find joy that comes from within and satisfaction that comes from within. So don't fall into that trap thinking that marriage will make you happy. Marriage automatically will not make you happy. Marriage is intentional work, and it is sweet work also. All right, so I hope I've been able to cause a change in mindset. Okay, and I want to encourage you, keep listening every week, and it's gonna be better and better. So I remain your host, Pastor 𝗙𝗢𝗙𝗘𝗥, and you can reach out to me on WhatsApp. If you have questions, reach out to me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 08026254 I'll take it again, 08026254 You can reach out to me on WhatsApp. I'll be glad to hear from you. You can follow me across all of my social media platforms. My name is VICKIE, then Edeke is EDEKE, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, AudioMark, TikTok. My name is 𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗘 across all platforms, and you can send a mail to me at askvickyedeK@gmail.com. I'll be glad to respond to your mails. And my book is available. When you send a message to me on WhatsApp or you send an email, you get the link to purchase the book, both the paid one and the free book. God bless you till I come your way next week. Bye.